Good morning. It is day 13 of Vlogmas. So we're past halfway. Woohoo! And I've made it. I'm really proud of myself actually. So my name's Sam and you're watching my channel So It's Sparkle with Sam, and if you are new, you are very welcome here. So it's day 13, and before I kind of go on about what's going to happen today and my day, I just wanted to say a big thank you because something quite exciting happened. I wasn't expecting it, and it was actually one of my friends that follows me that kind of let me into it, that I was very, very close to 3,000 subscribers, and then all of a sudden I had 3,000 subscribers. So yeah, thank you. So yeah, it's really taken me a bit by surprise. I've been vlogging for over a year, a year and a few months, and yeah, 3,000 subscribers. I told my daughter and she said, Mum, if you had 3,000 people following you around real time, that would be really scary. I was like, yeah, that would, you're right. But it doesn't feel scary. I feel very loved. So thank you very much. I'm a little bit embarrassed. I'm not, I just feel a little bit embarrassed. I don't know why, but thank you. It's very kind of you all who like, comment, subscribe. Now, when I first started vlogging, I did try and answer every single comment that I got. Now, unfortunately, I get a lot of comments, and it's lovely to get the comments, and please keep commenting because it's lovely and I do read every single one of them, but I don't always have time to personally answer all of them, but I do my best. So, and all I can say is if I don't answer you, then just kind of, if you have something urgent to ask, then just keep asking. But there are limits. There are limits, folks. So yeah, what should we do first? Should I tell you about my Wilder gown, or shall I open door number 13 of my Beyond the Pink Door calendar? Let's open number 13. So yesterday was day 12, and Andrea's little door opened. I actually opened it this morning because if you watched day 12, which I did very sleepily, like supper time, and I was absolutely exhausted. I didn't have time to do anything yesterday. Yeah. So this morning, so me and Simon's got a day off today, so we had a little bit of a lie-in. So this morning I opened the door on the ebook of 12, and it was a little word search. So I did that. And then when I'd completed it, it'd come up with a time that it took me to do it. So I'm going to pop it up there. My time, so if anyone can beat me, let me know. I don't know whether it was fast or not. Probably wasn't. Probably one of the slowest. But I do love a word search. I do love a word search. So that was fun. And then yeah, it's an odd day today, day 13, which means we get to open a gift. I'm trying to decide whether it smells or not, or whether, because the box just smells so lovely, it's all just kind of permeated through. It's a funny shaped packaging, or it's squashed. Ooh, it is a magnet. A magnet for pins. It's a Merchants and Mills. Oh, should we get it? Let's get it out, shall we? I do love the Merchants and Mills packaging. Whilst you're busy making things and looking the other way, naughty pins have a tendency to make it to the floor. Now you can summon them home with a quick swipe of this little magnet. Ingenious. I have to say, I do have quite a lot of magnets. Yeah, I do have quite a lot of magnets. That's the science teacher in me around. But yeah, it's a little pin magnet. So that's handy, isn't it? So I can summon all my pins like magic. Ah, thank you, Andrea. That one, will pop that back in the 13 and pop it in the box, and I will find somewhere to put it, because the other thing that is on my mind today is I really, really need to do a sewing room tidy up. I think it's something to do with this time of year. I have piles everywhere and nothing is in order, and it wasn't bothering me until last night when I had another little pile and I moved the pile to another place, and my whole piles just toppled onto the floor, which tells me, Sam, it's time to tidy the piles. So that is going to happen today, and if I'm brave enough, I might do a quick before sweep across. I am very embarrassed by my untidiness, and then I might do a sweep after once I've tidied. I'll see how brave I am. Yeah, so that's got to be done today. My Wilder gown's got to be done today. Well, it hasn't got to be finished, but I've definitely got to come to terms with what it is that I've got to do with it to make it wearable. What else have I got to do today? Oh, me and Simon having a lovely day today. So we're going out this afternoon. We're going out. We're going to have a wander around the Christmas Tree Festival. We're going to go and see Wonka, the new movie, at the cinema, and then we're going to go out for a date night. And I did think, actually, if I could get the Wilder gown finished, I could wear that for date night, but I don't know whether it'll be ultimately comfortable for the cinema. I remember the last time we did go to our cinema, which was quite a long time ago, it was so cold, like cold, uncomfortably cold. So yeah, I'm gonna have to a think about that, what I'm gonna wear. I might just stay in my sparkly jumper. This is just a ready-to-wear jumper that I love. In fact, I can't even remember where I got it from. May have even been a charity shop. And yeah, it's like all sparkly, and as you know, I love a roll neck. Yeah, and I've just got it on with my jeans. So I may just go as I am. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into my spare room, and I'm going to take with me my Wilder gown, and I'm going to pop it on, and I'm going to show you exactly what it is that I'm not happy about with the fit. Now, I have done, from the other night when I showed you, I have done a few kind of adjustments on it, and I've fiddled about with all of the hems and stuff, and I've got the tiers to the right length. But I'm still not totally happy with this area and how I'm going to cinch it in. My elastic idea just didn't work. It didn't look nice at all like that. So I'm going to go through some other options. So I'll pop that video in now. I'm really sorry. It will have to be in portrait because I can't, when I'm trying things on, I can't get far enough away for you to get a good picture. So it will go into portrait just for a few minutes while I explain my Wilder gown, and then I'll see you a bit later when, hopefully, as if by magic, I have tidied my sewing room and fixed my Wilder gown. So here it is on, and as you can see, although it kind of fits, it just doesn't really do anything for me. You can't really see any of my body at all. Some might say that's a good thing. I'm not so sure. So yeah. So basically, I'm not a big fan of this very high neck thing. But if you take this out, if you lower, let me just show you what I mean. So if I take this down and kind of lower it like this, so it's kind of a bit of a more flattering, then it's even worse. Can you see? So it is meant to fit. I've had a look at the pattern and a lot of the pictures online. It is meant to tie high, and then that does make everything fit on the shoulders. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a little bit larger. I'm going to make this channel a little bit larger, and I'm going to cover a little bit of this up because I don't need that much space to get it over my head, because it is plenty big enough. And then I'm going to try it with a belt. So this one I know is navy blue, which isn't going to be the best colour, but I'm going to just pop this one on because it's the widest one that I've got. And if I just turn that to the back, put that to the back, can you see straight away that's given me a bit of shaping? And I think that's better now. So rather than worrying about elasticating in the waist, I think maybe just a belt might be the option. This is what I was trying to do with my elastic, but I think a belt might be preferable. Let's take that one off. I have got a thinner belt as well. Ooh, excuse me. Smashing the blaze up, which has got a bow on, which I'm not 100% sure about, but I tend to be a bit of a collector of belts, but I don't actually wear them. Well, and then so I could, no, I don't like that at all. So let's just pretend that it's as a thinner belt, and then I can kind of loop some of this over, and then that gives me a little bit more shaping. Now I haven't done what I said I was going to do yet and elasticate the sleeves, because even though I did mark to the long sleeve, I hadn't kind of understood that the long sleeve is actually a 3/4 sleeve option. So if I elasticate, I don't know whether I'm going to get it in the right place or not. I have got a really nice rolled hem edge, so I might just leave it. Yeah. So that is where I am at the moment, and yeah, I don't mind it with the belt. I'm not keen without the belt. So that is where I am at. I'm going to try and work on it a little bit this morning, and then I'll let you know how I get on. So as you can see, my sewing room really there's the disaster, needs a sort. I've just left everything out. Everything is piled up everywhere, and it needs a tidy. Hello, Miss Welder. Okay, so this is an hour later, and no, it is not perfect, but you know, it is better than it was. And look, I can see my surfaces. So there you go, quick tidy up. So yeah, quick tidy up, sort out. Simon has just called down and said, do I fancy a cuppa and a pastry? And who am I to say no to a cuppa and a pastry? So I'm going to go and do that, and then I'll come back up and have a go at the Wilder dress. it's quite nice actually walking away from a project and coming back, because while I was tidying, I was thinking, do you know what? You know, the belt fixes a lot. The fabric was a very affordable price because it was from a D-stash. It was from Rachel Stitch Up D-stash account. So I don't feel like I've, you know, kind of wasted fabric. It's still a very wearable dress. I think what I might do is just go and wear the pattern as it is. I am going to change a few little bits and pieces on it just to make it better for me. Buy myself a really nice thick elasticated belt, wear it with the belt, and just see how I feel in the pattern before I kind of go any further. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm happy to take advice on that. And yeah, and then I'm just going to carry on my search for the perfect party frock. Yeah, so I'm holding my camera rather than it's not in my tripod. I'm holding it, so sorry for the wibbly wobbly bits. Right, I'm gonna go and get that cuppa. See you in a bit.